Hi everyone! I am coming online for the first time in a while to do some content for my YouTube because I feel like I've definitely been neglecting what I have going on with YouTube lately, because I also was trying to start my Instagram and my TikTok accounts, and that all takes a lot of energy. So I've really just been doing a lot of shorts lately, but I figured I would come back on and do a little more vlog style stuff. You'll see behind me there's a whole bunch of stuff because I am getting ready for a pop-up market for Valentine's Day, which I am pretty excited about. Not because I think it's gonna be a particularly good market, but because I had set myself a goal that I was going to do. I did 4 markets last year and I did well with those. I really enjoyed them. I told myself I was going to take a break in January because there was like a lot going on, and also that I needed to focus on like some other aspects of my business. So I decided that I was going to do that in January, and I did it. So now I had told myself I would do Valentine's would be the next time that I did a market. And I was a little disappointed because I was looking through the craft circuit and I couldn't really find anything. Like, no one was really doing any markets. So I'm gonna pause because I feel like the lighting is really terrible. I really don't think that's any better, but I think that's probably the best that we're gonna get. I'm excited the windows are open, like the shades are open, because it has been dreary and depressing and overcast for the last like 2 weeks here in New England. And the sun is finally out today. It's actually glaring at me profusely off my neighbor's car, so I am gonna pause one more second. I actually think that fixed all of the lighting issues. Okay, so I still can't see anybody because like the light is from flashing off the car. It just made me blind. But anyway, so I had made this commitment to myself that I wanted to do this year was the first year I was going to do a complete year of markets, and I wanted to see how that goes. So I had a pop-up one, and ironically, it's at the first place that I did my very first vendor fair last year. And I know that the turnout wasn't that great at the vendor fair last year, and I did well, which was nice, but I know that there were other vendors there that kind of felt like it wasn't the best turnout. And so I'm not going into the market thinking that there's anything great and wild that's going to happen. I'm just realizing you can all see I play a lot of nerd games, so that's what's going on in the background. But so I don't think there's anything that's, crazy that's going to happen for sales, especially because it's a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday from 6 to 9 at a community center, so it tends to be like a certain type of clientele anyway. But I don't care about any of that. I care about the fact that I committed that I was going to do a February market. I have some product for Valentine's Day, and I'm hoping to be able to at least move a little bit of it. I don't have to move all of it. It's pretty versatile, but I had made a few things for Valentine's Day, so I wanted to get those out there. And so yeah, I'm going to do that. So right now I am, as you can see, from all my stuff happening in the background, I am market prepping. I decided I wasn't gonna bring that much stuff. There is, number one, there's gonna be another crochet vendor there. And that's okay, because a lot of times crochet is so versatile. Like, there's so many things that you can do with it. And I mostly do the stuffed animals at this point. I definitely do a lot of other crochet, but I don't do it as much for sale yet because I'm just trying to get rid of some of this inventory that I make, and I love making these little cutie pies, but like, I gotta get rid of some of it. So I have a lot more of that than I have other crochet projects, and I've been, a lot more passionate about the amigurumi than some of my other stuff, which tends to take a little bit longer, and it's beautiful. It comes out so nice, but like, it takes a while. So you don't get that really quick serotonin release. So I kind of work on those in sections. But so right now I'm market prepping, and I have decided to upgrade some of my furniture because this stuff is on the ground and I hate it. Like, it looks very cluttered, and I can't handle that. But also part of that, I'm not going to bring that much to the market because I think it's going to be small and it's only 3 hours. Like, I think I'll just bring the Valentine's things, and then I think what I believe are going to be my bigger sellers for this year. Real quick hype, I designed this Sammy Sunflower octopus, and I love her. I absolutely, like, I can't handle how much I love her. So I'm making more of her, and I'm really hoping she sells at the market. If she does, I'll let people know. I did write a pattern for her. It is on my Etsy. It is my first kind of legitimate pattern that I wrote. So I hope you check that out if you love her too. She is pretty quick to make, you know, under an hour, and pretty beginner friendly. So if you love her, just like I do, definitely feel free to check her out on Etsy. Also, if you're not a crocheter, she is available for sale. Not her specifically, she's mine, but other ones are available for sale. And so I am bringing just kind of my bigger sellers. And my dog is going wild in the background. So I will be right back because I'm going to take her outside. These kids, I tell you, they're better. Anyway, so I have that market coming up. It's on Tuesday. Today's Saturday. I need at least one day to inventory and pack up all of my stuff. So I am going to say I have 2 days, not even, 1.5 days left to finish market prep. And I feel pretty good about the amount of stuff that I have, but there's definitely some things that I want to have in multiples. The other thing that also happened is because the woman who's coordinating has 2 crochet vendors, she wants us to bring 50-50. She wants us to bring 50% stuffed animals. She said the other woman doesn't have a lot of stuffed animals, and she doesn't want us to come to the competition for each other, which is, I love that she does that. You know, that's a great thing for coordinators to do. But she wants me to bring 50% regular crochet and 50% of my stuffed animals. So good that I was already planning on bringing less stuff than I normally would. But bad because I also have to prep up some stuff for regular crochet. And I'm fine with that. I already have an idea for these little, I've been seeing a lot of like bag satchels that are made, and they're just like a simple granny square. So I'm gonna do a few of those. I'm gonna do them for Valentine's Day too. Like there's a heart granny square pattern that I wanna try. And so I'm gonna make a few of those. I think they'll just be like really cute, really quick little projects in order to have kind of a 50-50 share of what I got going on. And then I'm gonna look through my huge piles of inventory to figure out what else I have that maybe I could bring along that's regular crochet, because I'm sure I've got something. But anyway, so I am getting ready for that market, and one of the things I am doing is building my display furniture. So last year when I got the market started, I really wasn't like trying to spend a lot of money on my display stuff because I had no idea how I was going to do in the market. So I grabbed, these are actually individual bins at the Dollar Tree. So I grabbed like 9 of those. These have worked out really well. One of the big things for market sales is creating height and dimension within your displays. It really helps. It like draws the customer's eyes in. You can kind of group your stuff together. You can put big display, like I have my things that I, you know, are a higher, slightly higher price point, but are attention grabbers up top there to bring people in to my booth. But what's happening right now is I have a lot of random display furniture, and I actually don't love my these little bins anymore because I do have to individually put them together, and I'm always nervous that they're gonna fall over on me. So I am probably gonna up that this year. I'm probably gonna legitimize that a little bit more and spend some money. But for just this fair, I decided to grab this 3-tier rack, which I'm gonna be setting up with you guys because I absolutely hate building furniture, but I figured if you guys were here, maybe I would be able to do a better job of being motivated to build the furniture. And I think it'll be really good because I think I can fit 2 or 3 of the larger items on there, which is great because as of right now, like you can kind of see they're a mess. You actually probably can't even see as good as you should because like that is happening there. And then I got those really cute cats that I love. They're like a mess. So I hate that they're down there, and they definitely need to get some height because they're going to be great. And hopefully people see that if everyone's in kind of the Valentine's Day shopping. And I lost my tripod there for a second. Anyway, so I am creating some height with these racks that I found on Amazon, and I'm actually really pleased. I was a little nervous because when you buy things that are like spice racks and stuff like that, you might get a small one. And so that wouldn't really work for exactly what I had planned for it. But these actually look like a great size. I think I'm gonna be able to fit 2 or 3 of my larger plushies on there, which is what I really wanted to do. So I lied. And there's no way I'm gonna be able to read directions and also talk to you guys at the same time. So what I'm gonna do is focus on the building. I'm gonna get that done, and then I'll kind of show you guys how I'm going to reshape my display to get it to look more organized, more neat, and that will draw, I think, more customers in, because what I really have also going on right now is, I call it crochet DHD. So I have a ton of projects, and sometimes I only make one of those things. And so it comes across as like really random and really scattered, and I think they can overwhelm people when they're looking at the options. So with that, I did a couple things. I'm kind of gonna clearance out some of the stuff that I have that's leftover inventory that was cute when I made it, but now that my skills have kind of advanced, I don't need it anymore. So I'm gonna kind of, I think, sell that at a lower price point just to get it out of my inventory. I'll give you an example. I'll hold my bunny while I do it. Isn't she cute? But like, so I made these little pocket owls, for instance. Super cute, they sell. I was selling them for $5. People seem perfectly happy with that. But like, I've grown as a crochet artist, and this is just, I'm not at this level anymore. And while I do think it is really important to have a lot of low price items in there, because they'll buy that way, and you can kind of guide them towards your Etsy or whatever if they're not looking to buy the big ticket items that day, but they're interested in them. But they will buy the small items for sure. So I think that's really important. One of my #1 bestsellers, actually these are my 2 bestsellers. Anyway, hold on. To finish the thought on this, I don't want these anymore. They're cute, they're fine, but like, I don't need them anymore, and I don't think it's something that I'm gonna be doing again. It's really not worth it to have to do the felting and everything like that. I just don't enjoy it as much. So I'm gonna move away from those, and in doing so, I'm gonna probably try to clearance out that inventory. Same thing here, things that just like didn't sell or I only made one of, I'm gonna clearance this out, different price. I'm gonna build this display rack, and then I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like after I have built that up. All right. I'm back. Apologies again for the lighting. I feel like it's getting worse. But so I've decided I really like this rack for a few different reasons. One of them, obviously, you saw what I was talking about when I'm talking about building stuff. Not my thing. And I feel really bad if the manufacturer ever saw this video, because I'm sure their product is 100 times easier to put together than what I just showed it to be. But I love the product because, like I said, I feel like the size is right for me. Also, it actually came together pretty easily, even though I made it look hard. I really can't build furniture. I don't understand what it is, guys. Like, I can do a lot of things. I'm very versatile, but like when it comes to putting stuff like that together, I'm so bad at it. So other things I really like about this, I have decided, are the fact that it is lightweight and very clearly going to fit comfortably into my car, which is a big thing for me. I really want a setup that's very easy to put up and break down. That's one thing that I'm kind of still trying to figure out with all of my stuff. So let's see how this stacks up though. Size is a little bit off, but I think we can still make it work. I think I have to move some things around. Look how cute that duck looks in there. And I'm gonna put these little monsters there. Anybody ever wants to know, I hate that we're losing the sun here, but if anybody ever wants to know what fuzzy yarn looks like, I also wanted to know what it looked like, and I made this little monster, also a free pattern on Instagram that I found. And he's so cute, and the fact that he's fuzzy is also awesome. So I am loving that I can put multiples in this rack. Huge fan already. So I'm looking at what I have right now, right? And maybe what I'll do is break up some of what I have. I have these cats, which I kind of want to sell because, you know, they're pretty distinctively Valentine's Day, and I would like to see them go. And I also have these axolotls, which I thought were pretty cute. So I have that there as well. And I have Hello Kitty, which the only thing about these racks is that they're just a tiny bit too short to fit her. So she's going in there. And oh my God, I think she looks so cute with them, all of them with the pink. I wonder if I should switch up what I've got. Because I have more options here. The thing about the axolotls is they're a little bit hard to display unless you're gonna lay them down. So you just gotta kind of keep that in mind. So I'm gonna play with this a little bit, see if it comes together with how I want it to look. Important things I think about product placement are to, you know, figure out what's gonna bring in the attention, figure out what your attention grabbers are, and also to figure out what you want to sell. Because if you want it to sell, you want it to put it at eye level. You want it to be very accessible to whoever is viewing it. So definitely that's something that you want to do there. Oh my gosh. My sense of relief though from this table clearing up, oh my God, it's like 100 times better. I feel very, very happy with this. So I'm gonna put my other axolotl up here too. I think he'll fit. He'll be a little bit hidden, but that's okay. If they're looking there, they'll know. This is a pink shelf. And so like one thing I know about that is like my blue cat's at the bottom, and you know that might mean he kind of suffers a little bit on the sales, but I can always draw a little bit of attention to if I need to. Also, as soon as one thing sells, I move something else into the area that it should be. So I have that. I'm going to switch up and put my ice cream cones here, my little octopus ice creams to draw some attention. And overall, I am feeling 100 times better with how this looks. I think it just freed up so much space on my table. I actually might exclusively get these racks. I might get like 2 more of these racks and use them for this other display stuff. I would say that's the only thing I didn't like about it is I couldn't get it in white, and I kind of like a little white aesthetic, but that's okay. Feeling good, feeling great. Okay, so look at how much better that is. I have so much more space on my table. It looks a lot cleaner. I'll still try to clear up some of this stuff that I think might need repositioning, but overall, I'm feeling super happy with how this kind of all came together now that I added these racks. And I might go so far as to order that rack today. I got it next day shipping on Amazon. Helpful hint for Amazon, don't forget to click that little, they always say in the description, you know, 50% off or 15% off, and then you don't get it unless you click that little box. So don't forget to click the little box. I got 15% off on this one, and I will be doing that again, I think right now. So that's it. Thank you for joining me today. It was really nice to get back on and feel like I was doing some content creation for my YouTube. I hope that the tips and tricks were helpful, and I hope you enjoyed keeping me company because I enjoyed talking to you. All right, talk to y'all later.